The four of you slip inside the door, and you find yourself in a large, dark lobby. You look at the surroundings. You peer around the room at the endless rows of safe deposit boxes. There are a lot of them, all with pretty artwork on the door. There are also couches and tables and coffee machines, all very luxurious. A vending machine sits by the desk, but it's broken. You say,
"So your sister works here, Wario?"
Yep, she also does all of the artwork for the place. Isn't it lovely?
You say,
"I think it stinks."
Wario spits and hits you in the face.
Watch it, Dip.
You rub your cheek and glare at Wario.
What? It's a nice place. I think it's lovely,
he says.
Yeah, sure.
You go to the counter and talk to Wario's sister. You find the bank's receptionist, a pretty girl with long red hair designed to look like a Mario cat. She sits at a fancy desk and is wearing a similar outfit to the two guards outside. She smiles when she sees you. You say,
"Hey there! You must be Wario's sister."
She nods.
"I must say, your brother has spoken very highly of you."
Thank you.
You say,
"I'm Mario. This is my brother Luigi and our friends, Toad and Moira."
Pleased to meet you all. I'm Wendy. I'll be assisting you tonight. So, anything specific you want to get done?
You say,
"We need an item powerful enough to take down King Koopa. Mario seems to think you have one here."
Wendy nods and goes to the safe. She pulls out a number of items and drops them on the counter. You look at the items. You pick up the items. They're all different shapes and sizes.
Yes. These are very powerful. The black one is a magic wand. The golden one is a magical crown. They can only be used by true royalty. You should really go get them while you can.
You say,
"What does this one do?"
Wendy pulls out a blue bottle with a cork. She places it on the counter.
This here contains a powerful curse. The one who drinks it will instantly and painfully rot from the inside out. It's really nasty. You don't want that one.
You say,
"Okay, what about that one?"
Wendy pulls out a red potion. She places it on the counter.
This is a heal potion. It will heal all of your wounds and fully restore your health. You could certainly do worse.
What about that one?
Wendy pulls out a gold cartridge.
This is a standard one for a powerful .32 pistol. It can be used as a melee weapon, but it's pretty weak. I wouldn't bother.
And that one?
Wendy pulls out a black cube.
This is a portal generator. It can create temporary portals leading to secret areas.
How do I use it?
You can program it to create an endless supply of portals, or just use it as a regular portal. It's good for hiding in and leading enemies around. You can also hide in it for a moment.
You nod and put the other items back. You say,
"That portal generator looks mighty useful. How about we trade for it?"
Wendy nods.
Alright, that'll be 10 large.
You pull out your wallet and look inside.
"Shit, I don't have that much money on me."
Wendy laughs. You say,
"What if we traded you a golden banana instead? Wario, show her."
Wario opens a door behind the counter and steps through. He emerges holding a banana.
Ha ha! I've got a golden banana. You want this?
Wendy laughs.
That doesn't look golden to me.
Wendy is lying. You say,
Quit trying to con us, Wendy. We're no rubes.
Wendy laughs.
Alright, I believe you. This is a golden banana. It's the only one in the world.
Wario glares at Wendy.
I've never seen a real one of these.
Wario is lying. You say,
Enough bickering, you two. So what do you say, Wendy? You give us the portal generator, and we give you the golden banana. Deal?
Wendy laughs.
You're a funny guy. You got a deal.
You look at Wario, who nods.
All right then.
Wendy extends her hand, which you grip and shake extensively. You take the portal generator. Wendy grins as she grabs the portal generator.
Thanks a lot, fellas. This'll come in handy.
Buy yourself something nice.
Wario says as you all leave the shop. You hear the sound of bones clacking yet again. A large figure appears from the shadows. It is a tall, skeletal creature. It's pitch black outside the bank, as is every other part of the park, save for the eyes of Boo. Warlord skellies out of his bone palace. You say,
Oh no! It's Warlord, the fifth son of Koopa!
in an attempt to scare you, Warlord reveals his skeletal face.
Ha ha! If you're here to take me back to my mummy, I'm not going with you. She wouldn't like me not being good.
He laughs before running off into the darkness. You say,
How'd it get so dark? That bumbling bag of bones must have cast a spell over the park.
you are correct.
The park is also under a full moon tonight. Warlord has a habit of summoning up little demons during those nights.
Wario remarks.
It's best to avoid them when possible.
A pale figure cloaked in white steps out from the shadows. Its eyes are completely black, and there's no nose or mouth to be seen. His name is Count Green, vigilantly keeping watch.
Hello there.
He says in a thick Irish brogue. You say,
Mamma mia! It's Count Green, Koopa's sixth son!
Count Green?
Moira asks.
Isn't he the one who's always on some treasure hunt or other?
Aye, that I am, Green confirms. You say,
Count Green and Warlord must have teamed up to steal the portal generator. We have to stop them.
That's exactly what we were thinking.
Wario exclaims.
We should split up and corner them.
We could put up magical shields to block any spells they may attempt.
Moira suggests. You say,
But first, we need to deal with this darkness somehow.
Wario laughs.
You need a flashlight to see the time of day and that bucket of bolts.
Wario pulls out a lighter from his pocket, flicking it on and waving it in front of you.
See? I have all the technology I need right here.
You use the lighter to see through Warlord's shadows.
Maybe we should use the lighter to get Warlord out of his hiding spot.
You suggest.
Good idea.
Moira says. Wario and Moira take the lighter as you flick it on. The lighting is bright enough to let you see your surroundings, but not bright enough to hurt your eyes. You see Warlord cowering in the corner with a crossbow in his hands. You say,
Not so tough when you can't run and hide, are you?
You're not going to get away with this.
Warlord says, aiming his crossbow at you. The electricity runs through your body, but luckily not enough to kill you. If it were, you'd be dead. You say,
Watch out! His crossbow's bolts are lightning bolts!
Wario is hit by several bolts of lightning, but his armor absorbs most of it.
Arr! I've triumphed! Get him off me!
He cries. Wario pushes Count Green off of him, who runs away.
You say, Don't let Warlord distract you from Count Green! We need to deal with both of them!
You run over to Warlord. He attempts to grab his crossbow, but you grab his wrist and break it before he can pull the trigger. You say,
Ha! Looks like you haven't been drinking enough milk!
Wario cries as he and Green begin to wrestle. You need to break it up, or else they'll both continue to hurt themselves. Green is much stronger than Warlord, so while you try to get in his face, Green keeps dodging and flips you onto the ground. You say,
Toad, what is Count Green's weakness?
Every 23 hours, he must take a nap for an hour.
Moira recites.
Wario, can you force Green to take one? If you can, then we can take him out.
Possibly,
Wario says, grunting as he pushes Green into the wall.
but it's hard to get him to stop. I need to wear him down.
Well, we don't have time for that. We need to get this done while his defenses are down.
Fine, I can do it though. It'll just take time.
Do what you can, my good man. We'll get this done.
Bah, no we won't.
Wario says, struggling with Green.
But I'm getting bored anyway, so I might as well continue. Right, Count? Oh, Count, look who's talking! Look who's talking, eh, Toad? Ha ha!
You struggle to get up, but you're tired and drained. You aren't going to be able to stop Wario from leaving at this rate.
Wario!
You say,
Use the power of the portal generator!
Huh?
Wario says, struggling with Count Green.
Oh, right.
Wario grabs the portal gun, aiming it at Green.
Now, Greenie. Nap, nap, nap!
Count Green complies, falling to his knees and slipping into a trance. You say,
What did you do? Open a portal to the bedtime dimension?
Shut up! It's the same thing I did to Cootie Claw when he tried to get me under that wrecking ball.
Wario fires the portal, and Count Green is pulled into it. He screams as he's sent thousands of miles away. You notice Warlord trying to sneak away. You quickly roll over to stop Warlord from escaping. Luckily, you catch him before he can even run, though he cries out in surprise.
Let me go, you fat idiot! I have to get home before my mother finds out I stayed out as late as this!
You say,
I don't think so. Tell me, Warlord, how did you know we'd be here?
Warlord laughs, spitting out a tooth.
I followed you, of course. After all, a bunch of idiots with a stupid treasure hunt, and I know about it led to the same place. You lot were too dumb for even those fortune cookies!
You say,
Then tell me another thing. There was a man here earlier trying to meet with Koopa. Who is he?
Some guy in black with a silly hat? I crushed him! Is that good enough?
You say,
What? Why?
Why? Because he didn't belong here, that's why! I don't know who he is. I don't know who any of you lot are. None of you are real pirates. None of you have the right. I've been through all this before.
We're more than real pirates, Warlord. You say,
We're plumbers.
Yeah, well, I'm the only one who matters. I am the warlord of the Pirate Coast. Nobody else.
We're not just any plumbers. We're Mario and friends.
Warlord glares at you. You kick Warlord into the forest and shout,
And give my regards to Koopa!
Fine, you got a death wish anyway, Mr. Stuffed Shirt. I'm going home. See if I care if you get your dumbasses in trouble. Ha ha!
Warlord speeds off into the forest, leaving you alone with your friends. You solemnly tip your hat.
Well,
I guess we know now that he wasn't telling the truth.
I guess so. Can I ask you something, though?
Shoot.
Why would a real pirate want to be called Warlord?
You shake your head. You go back to town. You get back to town, and you and Luigi return to the inn. You feel weird. Luigi asks to speak to you in private.
Is something wrong?
Yes, there is something wrong. I have something to confess.
Aw, jeez.
I'm not actually an Italo-American plumber from Staten Island. What? Wait, are you serious? I've been living a lie.
So, I suppose it's not surprising.
I mean, if you're from New York, then that's the city you're from, right? No, that's not what I mean. I'm lying about being a plumber. I'm actually a hitman from New Jersey.
What? No, wait. That cannot be right.
I've killed people. People really stupid and or arrogant enough to piss me off. I've killed children.
You say, but you're my brother, Luigi. I've known you my whole life.
He shakes his head. No, Mario. You've known me only a few years of my life. I was a different person then.
Then what is it?
I'm homeless. I have no home or family. I'm so pathetic that I'm afraid to go into certain areas of New York City because some crazy killer may come out of nowhere and kill me. I'm a killer. I've got some shrooms and... Luigi begins to sob. I'm sorry, Mario. I can't. I need to tell someone.
So cry on me. We're brothers, right?
Yeah. You console Luigi.
It's alright. You can tell me what's wrong, bro.
Luigi sobs a bit more before composing himself. I'm just so upset about my situation. I don't want to burden you with my problems.
You're not burdening me, bro. I'll always be here for you.
Thanks. Well, I guess I should get to bed. I have to be up early.
Aw, you don't need to do that. Come on, sit with me. Please? Just for a little while?
Well, okay. But you need to promise me something.
What's that?
You have to go to sleep.
Fine, but I'm keeping one eye open.
Fine, but don't blame me if you get kidnapped by dumbasses.
I won't. Night, bro. Sleep tight.
You go to sleep. You stare at the ceiling for a while, wondering what the hell you're going to do about all this, before closing your eyes.